Hello everyone, I'm back with another update video, and hopefully this one didn't take that long to come out. Been working hard on the game and trying to regain everything I lost. For the most part, the game is back the way it was before, actually even better than before. So there's a lot to kind of go over, so I'll try to go over as much as I can with as little time as possible. The first change, which I don't know if you guys noticed or not, the loading screen is a lot faster. And so I've been going through the code line by line and making massive changes, and you have to realize that this game's been around for around 2 years or so, and there was a lot of kind of sloppy code here and there, and a lot has changed with my kind of coding style, so I improved as much as I could. So that's the first change. The game overall is also a lot smoother and faster, so hopefully that's noticeable, or maybe it's not too much of a big change, but to me I can definitely notice it. Alright, the next thing that I changed, which I didn't know was jacked up, was these numbers right here. They're not a big deal, but I did fix them because I noticed that they were off. Where every time I push the down button here, these numbers would change. Now they're all accurate, and yeah, that does look pretty accurate to me. Another thing is there's 130 monsters at this point. All of them appear. Some of them weren't appearing for some reason, but I fixed that as well. A lot of their attack, defense, and HP is all missing for the newer monsters. That's just because of the data that I lost, but it'll be regained, and it's not much of a big loss there. Another thing that I fixed is the fact that before, when you change these dice and you use the automatic kind of setup button right here, it wouldn't change any of the dice over here. It wouldn't properly create kind of a balanced set of dice. So I fixed it so if you change this and you hit this button, it automatically sets it to 4 level 1s, I think 4 level 2s, 4 level 3s, and 3 level 4s. So that's whatever at this point. Alright, so another thing I wanted to fix was the fact that I felt the game flow was kind of slow, depending on the dungeon path setup that both players had created. A lot of times it can be really difficult to get particular crests, and the game can last a very long time, and it all comes down to who can move the fastest. So I fixed that issue. Now I try to explain this the best I can. I tried to explain it before, but I messed up, so I'm re-recording it because I totally didn't like it. Alright, so the way I fixed it is, let's say that we need to put in some movement crests here. Now this is a level 1 dice, so getting this movement crest is going to be really, the chances of getting it are pretty slim. So let's say you do roll this and you get just one movement crest. It doesn't really help, especially if this is the only die that has movement crest. It's going to make things really difficult for you to move along. That's assuming that you used up a lot of the other dice and there's no movement crest on there. As I can see, there's a scarce amount on this random generated set of dice. So what you can do by using the left mouse click is you can click on that and that'll actually multiply that amount. So if you roll this, you'll get 2 movement crests. I can do it again, and then you'll get 3 movement crests, and then do it one more time, and 4 movement crests. Now you can't go wild with that, because as you can see I can't do any more, and there's a reason. This is called multi-points. Each die has its own set of multi-points. The way to calculate it is you basically take the level of the die and subtract it by 5. Or 5 minus the level of the die, that makes more sense. So we don't get a negative value. But anyways, that's besides the point. So this die is already completely set. However, if I don't like that idea, I can right mouse click and deduce it, or deduct it. Now one thing I need to fix is the fact that it doesn't restart when I set that, but it's not a big deal for right now. As long as both players follow the rules, since there is no online play quite yet, there's local play. Moving on, so okay, I guess I should explain this in a different way. So what you do is, because it still doesn't make sense, that's the max you can have, is basically 5 minus 1 is the max. However, the total amount of clicks that you get is 3. If that makes sense. So I'll explain that, or I'll show that actually. So this is 1, 2, and I can click over here, 3. There we go, and I can't go any further. And that's how many clicks you get. So it, once again, ooh, that doesn't make sense either now that I realize it. Okay, I'll try to explain it one more time so hopefully it makes sense, because this is 5 now, but that doesn't make too much of a difference. Depending on the side the die or what type of level it is, it should be 4 clicks minus the level. That should make sense. So this gives you 3 clicks or 3 adjustments. So I can bring this down and move this up 1, which still makes it quite fair. So let's go on to like a level 2. So I should be able to only click twice in this case. So I can only actually modify the dice 2 times, if that makes sense. So in this case, modify that one, modify that one. And I couldn't modify that one if I wanted to. However, if I wanted to put all my luck on this guy right here, then there you go, you can do that. However, you can't adjust any. So hopefully that makes sense. So it's basically going to be 4 clicks minus the level. Now it should tell you how many clicks you get total. Now hopefully that's not too confusing. And you can split it up however you choose. So each die again has its own set of multi-points. So each die, depending on the level, is 4 points minus the level. That's what I should probably say. And you distribute it however you choose. But it's not like this is 2 points. This is only 1 point. I know it's really confusing, but ignore these numbers. It's basically how many clicks. Man, I better not keep on going on about this because it's already 6 minutes into the video. So moving on. Come to think of it, I don't remember everything. Oh well. Keep it going. So as you can see, things are looking back to the way they were before. The only huge difference, and I'm noticing this now, how funny, but the fonts, they're not how they used to be. I haven't reloaded the fonts yet, and the way I did it before was the fonts were already installed onto my computer and they're not installed onto this hard drive, or I shouldn't say hard drive, I should say solid state. So yeah, so that's why. Oh, that's strange. Oh no, I understand why that's happening. So yeah, that's why the fonts are all strange, but it should be in the future once the game is ready to be released. The font should basically load with the game. You don't have to install the fonts. So I have my custom pictures in here. This one's adjusted. It's Merrick's eye, since Merrick is one of my favorite enemies in Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, so another thing I adjusted, not a big deal again, is the fact that the levels are kind of centered, or close to being centered. Before they're all over the place. These buttons are missing, but I didn't really care for them, to be honest. A cool thing is the multipliers do show up. The multipliers probably won't show up here for a while until I come up with a solution on how to make it show up. This is still strange that these show up like that, but I haven't really put a lot of kind of time and care into them. Alright, so I didn't really, yeah, so there's no way of really showing that yet. So another thing that's fixed is you can't click on the gray die anymore. Before you're able to click on it, there was some exploit where you can click on the gray die and use that even though it's not a star. You should only be able to use stars as summon. So there we go. There's one fixed thing I need to do is get rid of the long pieces down here if you turn it off. I've gotten some comments from some people about saying they don't want the long piece because yeah, it is unfair, and that's why I said at the very beginning when I first started building this game, but people really wanted the long piece, so I brought it to them, but now people are saying they don't want it. Well, for those who don't know, it's optional, you don't have to put it in. One thing I forgot to mention in my last video is there's no Pokemon in this game, because everyone, when I put a Pokemon as one of the cards, everyone kind of, not everyone, but a good amount of people said, it's not a good idea, so I got rid of it. So no Pokemon in Yu-Gi-Oh! Dungeon Dice Monsters. Alright, so hopefully I can get a multiplier. Alright, I'm going to talk to you while I'm editing these dice and just putting in the whole multipliers. I'm probably not even saying it right because I said it way too many times, so I've lost all meaning. Anyways, so in the future, and I don't know how far into the future this will happen, but I do plan on having different styles. This is custom duel, which custom duel is meant so you can customize absolutely everything. The dice, well, not really the monsters, but the rules, those sounds, you can turn them on and off. However, I have the music and sounds completely turned off by default because I just go nuts just hearing them over and over again. However, there is lovely music in the background right now that I cannot hear, but you guys can hear because it's edited in. Let's put a movement here. Let's get to have some defense. Anyway, so in other versions of the game that'll be available is, oh, you know what? I need to put in the life points again. I totally forgot about that. Anyway, that's not in yet, but it will be. But anyway, in other versions or modes that you play on the game, you won't be able to customize the dice. You'll have to collect dice, like in the original intended version of the game, based off the comic book, or the manga, I should say. Duke had a whole briefcase of different dice that you got to choose from, and some were good and some were bad. And so that's how I kind of want the game to be, is you collect dice just as you collect monsters. Custom Duel, which I imagine is what people will probably spend most time doing, is where, again, you get to customize everything. However, I'm not sure how Free Duel is going to work. I have been working on the AI lately, and so far he's getting to the point where he's able to place the path somewhere. That was one of my biggest fears in this game, is having the AI properly place the path on the board and choose a good, appropriate spot. It's still taking some time because it's not optimized, but he'll basically just find a... Oh, okay, that's it. He'll find a legal area to place his path. You might have a good idea here. I'm gonna do that. Oops. Oh, you can do it with the stars. How funny. It's not supposed to do that, but anyway. Glitch found. Yeah, that's so funny that I did that, because they even allowed me to go beyond the max amount of multi-points. Oh well. It's new mechanics, so. Alright, so that's put in. Cool, so let's see, let's just choose some level 1s, and they all have multipliers. Great. The one I rolled is not the one that actually multiplies it. Well, this box is slightly bigger. I just noticed I could see through it right here, so I need to fix that. But yeah, this box is slightly bigger now, so that way all the monster selections can be visible onto the box. And before, they used to fall off the box. Yeah, a lot of visual fixes have been made because they were driving me nuts. Okay, so player 2 has no... Yeah, see, there we go. See, they don't fall off the board anymore, which looks so much nicer. Alright, so... Yeah, see, wow, just my luck that would happen. So yeah, level 4, you can't multiply anything, which is fair, if you ask me. I guess I can have it where you can multiply at least one die, but I don't know. You guys let me know. Alright, so to conclude... Oh yeah, see, multipliers don't show up there, so I need to fix that. Oh, see? 3. Perfect. I think that's really going to make a huge difference. I don't like using that in this game. One thing I got... Okay, so another thing I got rid of is I got rid of that little cursor that used to follow you around. I didn't like it. It'll only show up when you click on him. So yeah, eventually I'll play a full game like I used to. I need to take this little effect thing and put it back up there because that's where it was before. This is how it was in the original game. I don't like it down there. Yeah, it's just dumb. All the buttons should be up there. Alright, so I'm going to conclude the video because this video has been going on really long now at this point. Hopefully I edit the crap out of it. But anyways, at this point, I kind of probably want to stop making my own update videos at this point and have other people doing it. That was my original plan, and I gave the game to a couple people, and they promised to make a video, and guess what? They never made it. So, they're lost. People who do that probably won't have access to the game until I release it to everyone. Anyway, it's really close to that point, and I really mean it this time, because after I have enough monsters, or I feel there's enough monsters edited, I'm finally going to just let this game go loose. I don't know how soon that's going to be honest, and I can't give a date, that's for sure, but definitely, hopefully, after the next video I make. So I'll probably make one more video, and then after that video, I'll probably release it. So again, I can't give a time frame. So, and you know, I have to work, and I have to make a living. So that's what really gets in the way of stuff. That's why things slow down a lot. Anyway, so if you're interested in making a video and you promise to make a video, you'll get the game. Easy as that. Just make a video. Now, you're going to have to create a test video because I've already given out a couple free copies, and it should be to only people who contribute in some way. So if whoever didn't make those videos, and I just realized this guy's stats is insane. What the heck? 10 and 12? Anyway, I didn't mean to go off topic there. I just didn't realize how insane his stats are, man. Oh my gosh. This must be... Yeah, I guess I lost his original data too. Great. At least I still have the original game, thankfully, as a executable, so I just use that as a reference. Anyway, so going back to what I was saying before I interrupted myself. Yeah, all you gotta do is just make a video. So, in order to qualify to get in this game for free, well, it's gonna be free no matter what, but without having to contribute, I mean, or donate in some way, you just have to take this video that I have now, edit it in any way you want, and repost it, and then show it to me, and that's it. That's all you have to do, and you can do it in any interesting way you want. Now, the reason why I really want people to make videos of this game, or people playing this game, or checking it out, or telling me their brutal opinion, is because for some reason I love it. When the couple people who made videos of this game before made their videos, I really did appreciate it, and something about it was just awesome, and I watched them actually not just once but a couple times. So for me, it's just entertaining to see someone kind of play with the work I made, if that doesn't sound awful, but what I'm saying is, you know, people are enjoying something I created, which is always a really beautiful thing, if you ask me. So again, all you have to do in order to qualify for getting this game, for me sending it to you, is just take this video or any video that I posted, edit it, make it at least 5 minutes, no less than that, 5 minutes, and either put your commentary in of what's going on, or just edit this, or make like a, I don't know, some type of funny version of this video. Just, I mean, don't make it too terrible or I'm embarrassed. I mean, don't embarrass me, but that's it. That's all I asked for. Oh man, I've got to fix this guy. Anyways, yeah, so there you have it. Hopefully you guys watch this video all the way through, and hope to see you guys in my next video. Take care, and I'll be posting a new video eventually. See you later.